we're going to start by coming over to the menu, and we're going to go to our sites. And we're going to open up a site. We're going to start by creating a brand new site. And what you're going to notice is that Mobirise has two sides. You can use Mobirise 4.0 or 4.8, and you can use Mobirise AMP. Now, Mobirise AMP is actually a Google, Google, I'd say one of the builders that is consistent with the way that Google likes to see sites. And so we're going to take a look at Mobirise AMP, and we're going to call this site Handyman. Because one of the things we want to be able to do is we want to be able to build sites for other people, and you want to be able to do them fast. And so we're going to take a look at Mobirise AMP, and we're going to click OK. And Mobirise is going to open up. And we're going to then click Start. And what you're going to notice is that we're going to see a different view of some of the templates, right? So basically, if I scroll down here, I'm going to see a different layout, right? And basically what I have here is I have the ability now that if I had to build a site, just a very quick site for someone, I could do that with Mobirise AMP. So for example, one of the things that I'm going to do is we're first going to just kind of put our menu here, right? Remember with Mobirise, all I have to do is kind of drag and drop, right? Right, so there's my menu. And basically when I want to add a block to the page, I just add the blocks in this way. Right, so let's go ahead and pick one of the headers. Right, so that's going to fit underneath my menu. Right, remember that with Mobirise, all I have to do if I want to change this theme is I need to click inside of the theme and I need to write something else. So basically I might say that this is video tutorials. And I might say overcoming technical difficulties. Right, now remember, one of the things I can do with this theme is I can click these three buttons. I can then take a look at the parameters. Now with this particular block, I can change the background color. So if I want to change the background color, I can do that. If I want to show buttons on here, I could do that. So for example, if I want my buttons all the way up here, I could then show the buttons that are going to be on there, and then I can add this, and then in this case, maybe I want to have my buttons say something like check out our videos. And then I'm actually going to link to something. Now I can link to a number of things. Now one of the things I'm eventually going to do is I want to link to a page, right? So I'm going to put a page here. And even though I don't have a page yet, all I have is the home page. So I'm going to come back there. Right, but I basically have my first block here. In order to add in a second block to my home page, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm not going to add a video to this page. Let's say maybe I want to add in, an article title with a background image. right? Then maybe what I want to do is I want to say, you know, how to educate customers. I want to come back to my block addition, and I want to find the right way to do this. And here's what I'd like to have here. I want to have here a block of text here, right? And then what I want to do is I want to come down here and I want to add in this block. So basically, let's first do this. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the mobile view, right? So this is how it's going to look on the mobile device. Now I'm going to come back here. Let's go back to the desktop view, and then I want to preview it in a browser. Okay, so my browser opened over here. So it's opened up in Google Chrome. Okay, does everybody see that? So basically, what did it take me? 5 minutes to build the site? Okay, so if you've got to build a site pretty fast, and you have Mobirise, you can do this very fast if you've got to do this for a customer, and you can have a pretty decent looking site. So one of the other things I can do, I'm going to come back here, is I want to come back now, is I want to add in a page, right? So I want to add in that page that we were talking about. I want to create a page, and now I want to say, check out our videos. All right, so now what I want to do is I want now to add something to this block. So let's see. Maybe what I want to add here, I want to have some testimonials here. Right now, I'm going to move that block here in a minute. I want to have a footer. I want to have social on here, right? Because I want people to share the videos. So I want to come back here. Remember, all I got to do is go to my drag block. And then I can move some of these things down. Right? So I want that share page. I actually want the share page on top. Right? So let's see. I want the share page. I want to come all the way down here to share page. And I want to move that under the videos. All right, so then I'm going to go back and add a block now. Now I want to add in a video block. Right, and maybe what I want is I'd like to be able to add in this video. And this is going to be a demo video, right? And now this is a Vimeo video, obviously, right? So if I'm going to be using this, this is going to be a Vimeo video. What I might do instead, right? Maybe we will not do. Let's not do Vimeo, right? Maybe I don't have anything on Vimeo, and we're going to come back to the block. Let's do a YouTube video instead. Right, so then what I got to do is I'm going to change the block parameters, I find my YouTube video. And let's see, I'm going to search for internet marketing. I'm going to grab this, and we're just going to put that in here. And let's say maybe I like to have this to be a little wider, right? I want this video to be wider. I can do that, right? Maybe I want the background color to be different. I can make those changes, right? Once I'm done, I'm just going to close out of there. And I'm going to take a look now and see how this looks in my browser, this page. Right, so here's how the page looks. Take a look at our browser. So I don't really like that header there. So maybe what we'll do is we'll take the header. Let's see if we can change the header some. We can change, looks like we can change the height. We can only make it bigger. So maybe, let's see if we can make this smaller. It doesn't look like we can. And maybe if we take the logo out, if we don't show the logo, will that make it smaller? Doesn't seem like it will. So then let's just take this out, and then maybe let's put it at the bottom. Right, so let's see if we can try the header at the bottom. The menu at the bottom. I think it only goes to the top. So let's drag it. Let's just drag it down. Right, maybe not. Let's just delete that. Let's just delete it altogether. Okay, so now let's kind of go back and refer to this this page. Right, so let's go back and let's go to the home page. And remember where we have this button. We're going to link to that. We're now just going to go to that page. We're going to link that page to check out our videos. So now when somebody clicks that button, they're going to be taken to that page. I want now to change some of this. Let's say maybe I want to change that logo, right? So maybe I might want to change this image. Let's see. I can change the nature of this image. And let's see, let's maybe make that image something else. And let's get something from our PC, right? So maybe we'll just get something that we already have, right? So we don't just have to use their images. Maybe we'll just use something that we have already, right? We'll put that up there, right? So if we want to customize the image, we can do that. Right, so I'm going to go over here to my block parameters, sidebar side. Let's make the sidebar on the left. Okay, so basically, you know, when you have Mobirise, what you're trying to do is you're really just dragging and dropping the blocks and then customizing the blocks, right? And you continue to build your pages one by one. Now, again, I mean, if you feel like, well, these templates are going to be too restrictive, you can go here into the extensions, and there are some other themes, right? So if you want to, here's one, handyman theme. Here is $29. Let's say you wanted to just take a look at using a theme and you wanted to pay for one. Let's take a look at the demo, right? You could just buy this theme, right? If you just want to buy the theme, you could buy this theme. And if you had a handyman that you had to build a site for, you would just buy the theme and you would just put this up, right? And just customize it using the same drag and drop, using the same kind of click and change that you wanted to affect. So again, now if you once if you feel like, well, I really need something, if I'm going to build this for something else, I need something that's going to be a little more professional, you can do that. You can just buy a theme that's going to be here. Now, if you notice these other themes, these are all free. They don't have a price on them, right? Right now we're using the Mobirise AMP theme. So there are these other themes, right? So we could use the Mobirise default theme, right? And we can do that by just creating a new site. Okay, so let's take a look at a block here. And let's see. One of the things that we can do here is we can build our subscribe form, right? Let's see, we already did that. Let's delete this one. Now, basically, what we're doing here is you would use the email feature with the subscribe form, right? So in some cases, what you can do with Aweber and GetResponse, they have an email address that will subscribe someone to a specific list when they send the email. Now, actually, what you're getting here, you're only getting the email. So you're not going to have first name in the email. You're only going to have the email, but you can do this. You can put a subscribe form on your page using Mobirise, right? So you can do opt-in. Now, there is a way, and I know that there's one. They do have HTML here, right? So they do have HTML. I think it's part of one of the things out here. Now, again, once again, now listen, now the goal of this is not to have to spend anything, right? So if you really don't want to spend anything and you want to just build a site, you don't have to spend anything on this. The subscribe form you have there is just fine. But if you really feel like once you start using it, you'd like to be able to do more with it, you can.